Hello and welcome to part 8 of the Latics. Yes, I am saying part 8 this time, because on Tuesday I know I said for part 7, I said part 5, so I'm definitely saying part 8. So, as you can see in the terms of the fixtures, the last time we played was against Arsenal and that 4-1 loss. No, it was 6-1 against Bury, wasn't it? Yeah, 6-1, because I remember we're doing alright on the cameras at the moment. But since then we've done alright. We had a little draw against Cambridge, and now we are kind of only sitting 1 point against the title challengers against us, which are Lincoln, who are playing today, and I think this will sort of decide kind of where people are going to end up in the end of the season. We've only got 10 games left of the season, but I'm hoping that we can get a win against Lincoln to give us 4 points ahead, but I still don't know if that's going to be enough. We could make a massive slip up and they could end up winning every game they've got. They've also been very in form. If we look at their schedule, here we are. The last time they lost were in February, but before that they've only lost one goal in the last 2 months, basically, pretty much. So we've got to really focus on the actual game. They've been playing quite well, 4-0 against Oldham and 5-1 against Forest Green, so they are in form at the moment. We've just got hope that we can match them, either get a draw or have a win and see what happens. We've also had our youth intake day recently, and it's not been that good. The best player coming out of it is probably Bob Gibson, who, he looks alright. He's starting to improve already, so fingers crossed that he might be a starter in the future. Currently, I think he's rated as a Vanarama North South player, so maybe we'll get him off at loan for the next season. But he's actually not looking too bad. He's where we need to have him at for right back. He's not doing, or left back should I say, he's not doing too bad, so fingers crossed that could improve in the future. So let's have a look at the side today against Lincoln. Here we are. So we've gone for Bent up front, we've got Nepo and Broadhead on the wings, Baxter in the centre, Missalou and McCormick in the centre of midfield, Jacobson and Lampney on the wing backs, and then Jakovic and Edmondson in defence with Iverson in goal. So looking a very similar lineup to how we've been going before. I know we changed the wings around a little bit, and I usually change Baxter for Gardner, but I'm giving Baxter some time off since he played a game literally on the Saturday and it's now the Tuesday. So fingers crossed, either get a draw or maybe even a win, even better. We're playing over there at the moment. The thing is, we're on a 7-game sort of unbeaten streak at the moment. And last time I think it was 15 games. But guess who the team to beat us? Oh yes, it were Lincoln. Okay, so they're kind of the team that has beaten us already this season. They've got the edge on top of us. We've just got to play better than we did then. To be honest, we were playing pretty well then. But then again, we also scored a goal against Arsenal. Have Lincoln scored against Arsenal? Not this season, no. But they did have an amazing run a couple of seasons ago in the FA Cup, so that's hard to beat. So this is our kicking off. We're in the blue, they're in the red and white. Come on, lads, we've got to do something. We've got to hold our form. Make sure this form can continue right the way to the end of the season. After this game, there's only 9 games left, which we're coming right down to the close of the season. We've only got 2 months left. Right, Lampney's on the ball. He's just headed off to McCormick, headed off to Broadhead. Baxter does a ball up to the top, doesn't get to anyone. Broadhead gets it back eventually. Lampney's on the wing, gives it into Baxter. Baxter into McCormick. McCormick finds Nepo, and Nepo takes a shot, and that could have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0. Unfortunate to the lads. Right, there on the ball, Lincoln are now. McCartan into Chapman. Chapman into Botswick. I know, it's quite a good player actually in the centre of midfield. He's found it into Akinde. Roberts found it to Akinde, and Akinde has just taken the lead. And that now puts Lincoln 2 points ahead of us at the current rankings. They just broke us into it there. Bostic's on the ball. He does a lovely pass it to Roberts, and Roberts just chests it. I've never seen someone chest the ball that far before, on purpose, and then the Kinde just finds this, ball and has a go for it. Fair play to them. They've taken the lead with a bit of good play. Right, Jakovic's now on the ball into our half, and to Jacobson. Jacobson into Miss Loon, and passes it to McCormick, who loses it, and the Kinde's now passed it off to Roberts, who's got plenty of options over there. McCartan has taken the shot, and that's 2-0 to Oldham. You can see how much of an inform and they've got the momentum at the moment with that 4-0 win against the Oval and the 5-1 win against Forest Green. They've got the momentum coming into this game, and we're sort of just falling at the hurdle. I think though, if they win this, I think the standings will kind of stay the same I'm hoping it won't. I'm hoping, because we've been so prolific and so good at the top. It'd be, bad for us to, fall at the final hurdle, really. And they've had 11 shots so far, so they are actually playing a lot better than us. McCormick's into the centre. Can he find someone with it? He's going to take a shot for himself. He's going to go again. It's a penalty. Right. This could change things up a little bit. Who's going to take the penalty? Is it Baxter? Yeah, Baxter's going to take the penalty. He's not been a penalty taker. I don't think he's actually missed. I don't think he actually scored a penalty this season. I don't know why he's taking penalties. I need to have a thing. He's not having the best game of his career. No, he's having an awful game. He's rubbish. Baxter, I don't know why I keep on playing him. Because every single game he ends up getting a really rubbish rating. The team itself hasn't exactly been that much better. As a team, we're not playing very well. They're playing out, they're playing very, very well as a side. We're not playing as a team at the moment. Well, I don't know what happens to Iverson then. Iverson's now on the ball. Can he get it to someone who can then end up making a move? Can we find some space somewhere? No, we can't. We've literally lost it again. McCartan's on the attack. He passes it off to Roberts. Roberts has got loads of space, and it's a goal. This is absolutely drab. Right, I've got to take Baxter off. I'm skipping that. I don't want to watch that again. Right, I'm taking Baxter off. We're going to bring on Gardner, who's our normal player, comes into the attack. They're going to make it 4. Who knows? Baxter's now onto the ball, into the centre. Can he find someone with it? No, he can't. He's absolutely just lost it. I know he's got it back again. And Baxter takes a shot, and Vickers collects it calmly and cleanly. Just realised I spilt some sauce on my tie that I'm wearing at the very moment. So, yeah. I'll just dip my hand in that. Right, Gardner into Jacobson. Jacobson tries to find someone. But that's the thing. I need to start playing Gardner a lot more, because he finds players in those spaces. This is going to be one of their attacks. Oh, goodness. Iverson's got the ball. Gardner does find space. He does play players in. He does a lot of through balls. I think he's a lot better of a player in that centre midfield than we have with Baxter. Baxter's just not giving us anything. Nepo's on the ball now. Can he find us some space? He just skies it over. As we're watching this now, I'm kind of getting the hint that it's not going to be our day, and it's just annoying because we're doing so well. We need to do better than this, lads. Come on. McCormick crosses it into the box with a lovely corner, and nothing comes off it. Jacobson finds it off the, right in the centre of the pitch. McCormick finds the ball again. Can he do something with it? He's taken a couple of shots and it's ricocheted off their players. Jacobson's got the ball again, tries to find Gardner. Gardner can't get it until Lampney finds the ball into McCormick. Now McCormick, can he play it into someone? He passes it back to Edmondson. Can we start an attack from the back now? Broadhead going into the centre, passes it off to Mislew. Mislew passes it into Gardner, but Gardner gets intercepted. And then Nepo's now on the ball on the wing. McCormick's found some space. Broadhead's there into the centre. Nepo's found some excellent space, takes a shot, and unfortunately Vickers just gets a lovely little hand to it. It was a good save from the lad. Fair play to him. McCormick crossing it in, and Vickers just plucks it like a pear on a tree. Like something falling from the sky. It's just gone all wrong, really, hasn't it? I think we need to accept that Darren Bent is going to be a dreadful player for this game. Who else can we bring on? No one really. We sort of made all our good subs. I haven't played Chris O'Grady at all this season, and he's not exactly doing the best. I'm going to bring on Hamer onto the wing, because he did impress at the start of the season until we got Tarek Lampley, who decided to play it amazingly. So giving him another chance. And I think it's going to be a 3-0 loss, lads. Unfortunately. Lads and lasses, whoever's watching this, I'm not discriminating against any gender or, whoever you are. We're welcome to everyone. But there we are. That's an unfortunate 3-0 loss. Something that we didn't need. Baxter missing yet another penalty. How many penalties has he actually missed all this season? Wait, hang on. He's had 5 penalties. He's scored 3. So he's not done that bad. But he should be scoring a lot more than that. Right, so go into the dressing room, give the hairdryer treatment. That performance is rubbish. We're going to train hard tomorrow. Baxter needs to work on his ability if he wants to be in the team. I'm not going to play him anymore. I'm dropping him. So we're going to come back now for the Tranmere game. Tranmere are mid-table, so fingers crossed we can actually get a win from that. Lincoln once again defying us in the game, and we just can't seem to beat them. They've literally been our bogey team, and they could possibly be our bogey team for the entire of the series. So yeah, we're going to come back to that in just a second. See you in a bit. Okay, so welcome back. Now, the Tranmere game, we are playing I'd say a little bit of a stronger side. I've sort of changed things around a bit for this game, obviously because we've got players who are a bit tired, etc. We need to make sure that we are keeping the conditions up with it all aside and make sure we are rotating the side and giving us the best side. So, I'm playing with players that I think have got good partnerships with each other. So we're going to off with Lang at the top, who's got a great partnership with Gardner in the centre of the attacking midfield, and we've got Durnley on the wing, Broadhead on the other wing, who've got great partnerships with Hunt and Taylor, who are wing backs. We've got Missilou and Butcher in the centre, who haven't got the best of partnerships. I think the best partnership we've got is McCormick and Butcher, but unfortunately I cannot play those two players together because of the fact that I can't have more than 5 players in my side. And I've got Jakovici and Edmondson in defence, who are playing quite well together, and Iverson in goal. So let's see how this goes. What? Oh, we've got some... Obviously I can't count because I've actually got 6 players in this thing. So I take Jakovici out and I put Sefil on. We'll bring Sefil on for this game. He's still got a nice decent partnership with Edmondson. Let's go with that. And obviously because he's on the bench, I can't go forward. There we are. And Voto comes onto the bench. There we are. Right. Let's go. Proceed to match. So with Tranmere being in 14th, we should actually hopefully try to capitalise on this. I'm not entirely convinced, seeing as how poorly we played in the last game. But who knows? You never know. We could end up getting a win. We could end up, and then therefore Lincoln could end up losing. So that's the best scenario at the moment. We've got 8 games after this. There's still plenty of football left to play. I know it's a bit tight, and I know it tends to be around about this time is when you start to find out really where people are going to end up. And Lincoln have already won their match. They played at the other game. And Andy Taylor's got a goal. That's why I play Andy Taylor, because he does beautiful little free kicks like that. Every time I played him on this save, he scored a lovely, beautiful free kick. Look at that. Over the players and into the goal. Keeper's tries to get rid of it, but obviously he's got Butters for hands. We've still got the goal difference, which is in their favour at the moment. Butcher, can he take a shot here? Yes, he can. Fantastic. Well done, Matt Butcher. Why don't I play this team in the last game against Tranmere? They're better informed. They're better players. I wouldn't say they're better players. I think the players are all actually, as a whole, quite, similar to in each other's stature and ability. But, fingers crossed. Also, if you are an Oldham fan, what I'd love to know is if you're watching this series, please put a comment down below if you are an Oldham fan watching this series and if you're enjoying it. And if there aren't any players that you think I should be using better or in, more in this series, please put a comment and down below and I'll start to, try and input that player into the team. Butcher takes another shot, finds no one into Davies, but Davies gets it back again. Come on, Oldham. Come on, lads. Oh, Dons are losing. So that means that gap between the playoffs and us is getting a little bit bigger. Gardner finding off to Hunt. Hunt, can he find someone into the centre? He goes for himself, and what? That was weird. That shot was really weird. I want to see that from behind the goal. Because that looked quite nice. That looked quite fruity. It looked like he'd done some sort of, interesting shot. Hunt gets the ball here, and he just has the outside foot. He's just on the outside foot and he's pelled it in. Ah, oh, brilliance. Lovely. It looked really weird. It curved a bit. It moved. It swerved in the highlight. So we're 11 points away from 4th. Remember, we want to get in that top 3 space. Benteke's going to have to come on for Broadhead because he's probably the best player we've got there. So top 3, we still get promoted. I know we wanted the title because we thought, if we'd done so well, why not go for that title position? But there is still title. The title is still there to challenge for. Hunt lovely gets the ball away there. Morris has got the ball into the centre. Is he going to try and get it there? No, but Durnley takes it away and it's back onto the Latics. Durnley's moving his way up to the top of the pitch. Finds into Gardner. Gardner, can he find someone? Finds it to Butcher. Butcher finds it off to Benteke, who tries to get a ball into there, but it gets deflected and it's back off onto Smith. Smith is now running into the centre. He's trying to find Morris, who's found some space and has done a lovely little goal by Kieran Morris. Did he play for Walsall at some point? Pretty sure he did. That's a nice little goal for them. Well worked. They deserve that. If they're playing that kind of football, lovely through ball. Andy Taylor should probably be doing a bit better there, getting back and making sure he has, done the right things to defend. But Taylor's now on the ball, throwing it into Garner. Garner into Durnley, who's just lost it. And could this be a comeback for Tranmere just before half-time? Smith has now got it in the swing. We know what Smith can do and how good he is with his vision. And finds it off to Morris, and Morris has taken another shot, and that's another goal. Right, so they've trying to claw it back now, and I'm a bit worried now. So, do I make any changes at half-time? Or do I wait to see how things go in the start of the second half and just shout at them in half-time? That's a lovely ball. Taylor's not getting back there, and that's what's worrying me. I think he hasn't got the legs to get back there, so I need to put someone in defence. I don't think I've got anyone. I think Joe Jacobson's. Oh, he's on the bench? I'm not entirely sure. Probably should have checked the bench before I actually do these games. I don't really check the bench. I sort of just switch around and go, that'll do. Then I end up getting like 5 midfielders on the bench. I've got no other positions I can play. Not happy at the moment. Despite the fact we scored 3 goals, I'm going to see what we've got. Not got no one to replace him with. Oh, he's going to have to play there for the rest of the game. And we've got to hope that he can do alright. Is Callum Lang having a bad game? Yes, he is. We might see how well he does in the next few minutes. So that's the thing. I haven't got a prolific striker, or like a really prolific striker. Bent started to score a few goals. He scored, 4 goals in like 7 starts, I think he's had. But he's had 14 games in total. And that's sort of not exactly good. Callum Lang hasn't been the most prolific striker. Reece Healy, who we started on loan, we haven't really seen since the start of the season. And sort of slightly in between the middle of it. That's what our real problems for next season. That's what we're going to have to focus on, is finding a really good striker who suits this formation, who is an attacking forward, an advanced forward, and they're coming through. And Ennis is in, and that's the 3-0. That's not good. That's ruined it. That's not. Yeah, that's not good. 3-0. I'm not watching that highlight again. Right, we're gonna have to put Bent on. He's coming on. This lad's coming on. And Donian's going to have to come on for one of these 2 boys. I'm going to put him on for Edmondson. And that's last of our changes we can do. And they're on the ball. And this could be 4-3. And this could be a total, complete and utter calamity for the entire team. And me. I don't want 2 losses. Selfield's boots it away. That's good. Fantastic. Can Ben try and get it? Not really. He's not even interested. He's not even interested in following that up. Selfield's found it again. Iverson. If anyone also knows about the actual proper names of these players, I'd love to actually know, like, phonetically how to say them. If someone could actually tell me, please put the comments down below if you actually know the actual proper ways of saying their names, because I know I'm saying part of them wrong, and obviously a lot of the Oldham fans probably hear this every day, so they know what they're doing. Butcher's finding off to Hunt, and we're on the attack now. Hunt, can he find it to someone? Durnley, and he's got the goal, and that's 4-3. That's a little bit better, lads. That is a little bit better. Just a little bit. You still let 3 goals in. That's terrible. But 4-3 is just a little bit better. When we were 3-0, we're a class of our own. But now, you've let 3 goals in, you've actually made yourself look like fools. So, come on, boys. Let's take this momentum forward. Oh, it's not the highlight. It's going to be their highlight. It's going to be their highlight, isn't it? Because it's never mine. It is. It was mostly mine. Because we do score quite a few goals. But, in terms of situations like this, where it's 4-3, I just think they're going to come back on it. Butcher's finding into Durnley. Can he have another goal? He's had another goal. That's a great goal from outside of the box. Durnley, Zach Durnley. He is turning out to be a good young lad. I think I'm going to try and get him on for another loan season from Man United next season, unless he's available to sign. And I will try and sign him, because he's not a bad little lad. He's not a bad player. Durnley just takes a shot there and beautifully kicked it in outside of the box, and that's really, really lovely, and that's promising football. Has he scored 2 now? I think it's just a second. Hunt's got a corner. Can he find someone? Benteke's in the centre. Goes back to Hunt. Can Hunt get the ball back in again? Gets into Bent, and Bent just tries to angle it towards goal, but doesn't manage to get it on target this time. Maybe fingers crossed in the future. Hunt crossing it again into Durnley. Durnley's just been robbed of that ball. Who passes it to Gardner, who decides, I'm just going to kick it to this player as hard as I can. Benteke and Sendonian, and Butcher can find some space, and Mislu's got some space now. Oh, it's gone off the crossbar. Oh, that could have been 6-3. Still, we're still keeping off that thing up. In fact, literally scored more than 5 goals in the last 3 episodes in one of the games. So we're keeping that up. Hunt is just... He's just done it. He's just killed someone. Not as bad as when Gardner just literally decapitated someone off the pitch. Morrison takes a shot. That was a close goal. Actually, he's not a bad player. I need to have a look at him. Kieran Morris. I mean, he scored 2 goals in 3 minutes. That's not bad. Come on, we've got another 15 minutes on the clock. Let's keep this. Let's run this down. Let's run this time down. I'm gonna do a little bit of a shout, just saying concentrate, just to make sure the players end up actually listening and starting to play a little bit better. The changes we've made have actually made a big difference. We've scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. Zach Durnley scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. We seem to be doing that. We seem to be really good at scoring goals in close proximity to each other, and then not scoring for ages. Come on, Everson, just boot out. Let's get the end of the game. Come on, that's it. That's the one. Into Bent. Can Bent just do a little half volley into the middle of the air? And Ennis is now on the ball after a lovely little shot, and it's been offside, and that should be the end for Oldham. Yes, fantastic, 5-3. We've got the 3 points. I know it was a little bit, touchy here and there halfway through. We've got the 3 points there. That is, a good 3 points. It helps us towards the end of the season, especially if we want to try to, go against Lincoln and build up on that. Hopefully they will slip up in the coming games, but who knows, we might slip up ourselves. So thank you very much for watching this. We're going to come back now, I think, sort of in the middle of April. No, at the start of April. We're going to come back probably at the start of April. If I look at this, the games, here we are. There's lots of green. I'm quite impressed with that. We're probably going to come back for... see, there's not going to be many games left. We're going to come back probably for Colchester or Swindon. Wait, how many games have we got? How many games have we got in hand against MK Dons? Is it? I think, what games in hand? We've got 11 points. That's 3 games. So if we come back 3 games before the end of the season, we'll come back for the Swindon and Cheltenham game. And that may maybe secure our playoff, our promotion hopes. So we'll come back for those 2 games, Swindon and Cheltenham, and then the last game of the season will be Exeter and Northampton in the last episode on Sunday. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please give a massive thumbs up down below. If you want to watch more daily content, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and cheerio.